County's newest attempt to try to slow the spread. This is Eyewitness News live at 10 o'clock, and we haven't had a normal Friday night in months. But for some people in South Carolina, tonight's going to be their last chance to try to enjoy what's become their new normal. The governor issued an executive order today. It's called the Last Call Order. This means bars and restaurants will have to stop selling alcohol by 11 p.m. Now that starts tomorrow night. Our Aaron Edwards spoke to several bars tonight who had some mixed emotions.
This is the last night in South Carolina that bars and restaurants can serve alcohol past 11 o'clock. Now, some restaurants we spoke to, like here at Town Tavern, say they already had adjusted hours and this won't impact them, but others say they're concerned that not serving alcohol past 11 will impact them. After a 2-month closure, it's business as usual at Small Bar in Fort Mill. The bar changed its hours when it reopened. They now close at midnight.
Obviously, you know, we like to be open as much as we can to help the patrons out.
Jason Moore tells me the bar is used to a late night crowd. And when he found out the last call executive order means no alcohol past 11, it wasn't exactly good news.
We have a lot of people that come out around 7 or 8 knowing that we were open until midnight. So this could really, hurt us depending on whether they come out or not.
Governor Henry McMaster says the executive order is aimed at younger people. He says he hopes it will help in the effort to try to get the state's skyrocketing coronavirus numbers under control.
Many of the young people in our state, as well as around the country, seem not to be taking the virus as seriously as they should, and we hope that this will help all of us, particularly the younger generations, to realize just how serious this virus is.
Other restaurants we spoke to in Fort Mill say they've had adjusted hours since reopening for indoor dining in May. And while this order has some restaurants and bars concerned, Moore says he knows it's for the best and is glad they're allowed to open for business at all.
I've got friends in North Carolina that still haven't been able to open yet. So yes, in that case, it's definitely better than, going backtracking and having to close the doors for good.
The order goes into effect tomorrow night. It does not apply to alcohol sold at convenience stores or grocery stores. Back to you.
The governor says that he pushed for this because it's something the state can enforce through the Department of Revenue. Governor McMaster has not issued a mandatory mask order for the state. He says that wouldn't be enforceable. So he's encouraging local towns to do that instead. And so far, Fort Mill, Chester, and Rock Hill have all done that. South Carolina is still seeing a record number of hospitalizations. Today, the state reported 1,438 patients who have now tested positive or they're under investigation for COVID-19 conditions. Nearly 200 of those patients are on a ventilator. There are more than 1,700 new COVID-19 cases in the state.